make our debut in London, England, Sunday, August 27th, for the first ever AEW All In. It's going to be one of the biggest shows. AEW All In is coming to London, Wembley Stadium.
In front of the most historic crowd in the history of our sport, on the most historic night in the history of our sport, Wembley All In!
Welcome to All for One.
It's Thursday, and you know what that means. Welcome to All for One, a brand new Max Wrestling event. This is your captain speaking. He is El Jefe, Moses Marquez, and we're gearing up for the biggest gate in pro wrestling history this weekend. You could say we were all in.
All in from the beginning, baby, and that's how we're going to keep rolling. Coming up in the next 90 minutes, we predict AEW's All In Wembley. Is Edge really done? Oh, my God. Plus, two gigantic battles as the captain defends the television title against the man they call DC, Daniel Crimmins. And the Sheep goes head-to-head with the Demoness to decide the fate of the Phoenix. Oh, I'm shaking in my boots already.
Wow, it's a stacked show. But before we do a damn thing, make sure you guys mash that subscribe button on YouTube. Follow us on SoundCloud and Spotify, wherever podcasts are available. You can find Max Wrestling, and for all your Max Wrestling needs, head over to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com.
Oh, my God, let's waste no time. Let's get into the recap and let's talk that smack. It's time for the Friday Night Three-Way.
So, kicking it off with Impact, Deonna Purrazzo defeated Kylie King to open the show as Trinity watched on from backstage. Killer Kelly defeated Jessica and Savannah Evans in a triple threat match. Moose defeated Kevin Knight. Eric Young defeated Khan by DQ after Young was attacked by Dina with a steel chair. Crazy Steve continued his interview with Tom Hannafan, who says he's no longer a clown or crazy, as he talks about his family growing up. Bully Ray defeated Black Taurus in a no DQ match. PCO appeared again after the match and popped right back up after being put through a table, scaring Bully away. In the main event, the Rascals defeated Rich Swann and Sami Callihan in the tournament final, and they will challenge Subculture at Emergence. Moving on to SmackDown, after a confrontation on the Grayson Waller effect with Austin Theory, LA Knight is denied yet another opportunity as Theory defeats Knight in a number one contenders match to the US title, thanks to some interference from The Miz. Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair defeated Io Sky and Bayley, because of course, why would the new women's champion need to win a match? Street Profits defeated the OC. After the match, Bobby Lashley celebrated with the Profits, and in the main event, and what was indeed Edge's last match for WWE, he defeated Sheamus to close the show. Finally on Rampage, Rey Fenix defeated Commander. Aussie Open defeated Ethan Page and Brother Zay. After the match, they addressed Adam Cole and MJF ahead of their match at All In. Backstage, the Hardys challenged Aussie Open for the ROH Tag Team titles on Dynamite. Sammy Guevara squashed John Cruz. Hikaru Shida and Sky Blue defeated Toni Storm and Ruby Soho in the main event. Alright, before we take a look at Collision, let's draw the random teams for next week's blind tag team tournament, which will determine who challenges DC and Mo for the Max Tag Team Championships at Promo Series. There are 7 names, 8 teams. The 8th person will be a mystery wild card, which we won't find out until match time.
Ooh, I like a mystery.
Even whoever's left without a partner won't know who their partner is until match time.
Oh, that's right. There we go. I like that too. Like everybody, you don't know your partner. I'm the only one who knows my partner.
All right, right. The names in the hat are obviously myself, the lawyer Chad Malcolm, Cypher, AJ Sparks making his show debut. He is a multiple-time predictions champion. Beer put his name in the hat. We also got Teddy P. And another newcomer is Tiffany Dearman, who is very active in the Max Wrestling Facebook group, so she'll be also making her on-air debut.
Love it. Love the news. Love the new personalities. Let's go.
All right, let's spin the wheel. First up. Ooh, the sound effects, too. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, great. I'm up first. Okay, let's find out who my partner's going to be.
Let's go. Partner time.
It is. Oh, I got Tiffany. There we go.
Okay.
Newcomer.
What a team. What a team.
Well, I hope her knowledge is good because mine is. I think mine's good, and then it gets to quiz time, and my mind just goes blank. So hopefully she's.
It's the jitters, bruv. It's the jitters. But then again, Max Wrestling has been a huge opening for newcomers. They've always done really well, except for Amir. But that's okay. We love him anyway.
He still loves 2012.
Damn right he does.
Okay, team number 2. This is who Tiffany and I will be facing next week in the first round. Ooh. Spin. Beer. Now let's find out whose Beer's partner's going to be.
Everybody wants to partner with Beer.
It'll either be AJ, Teddy P, Chad, or Cypher. 4 options left. Next one is Beer's partner, the other newcomer, AJ Sparks.
Okay.
I like that. We got a veteran and a newcomer teaming with up against a veteran and a newcomer. Nice.
I like this. This is yes. I think we keep it a little on the even side, even Stevens.
Okay. Match number 2 will consist of the next 2 teams. Of course, the final choice will be a mystery wildcard. So up first we got the lawyer, Chad Malcolm.
Chad.
Question is, will his partner be MDO member Teddy P? Or kind of on the fence MDO member right now, Cypher? Which, either way, it's going to be awkward because Chad is Dragon Club.
Yep.
His partner will be...
Oh, rum rolling and everything.
Oh, wow. It is a mixed bag of Dragon Club and MDO. Chad will be teaming with Ted P. De Niro.
Oh.
Damn. Obviously, that means they'll be facing Cypher, and the mystery wildcard will be Cypher's partner in 2 weeks' time.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Ooh. So that's the blind tag team tournament set up. It's only going to last 3 weeks, and then, of course, the winners will be facing DC and Mo for the tag team titles at Promo Series.
Right.
Exciting. Okay, with that covered, Saturday nights are right for fighting. Let's take a look at Collision.
Try to jump into Collision. Samoa Joe opens the show against the Golden Vampire. Sorry, I'm choking on my own spit. But after GTS, the Golden Vampire is quickly up and revealed to be CM Punk. Punk versus Joe is now official at All In for the quote-unquote real world title. Jay White defeated Dalton Castle, and I was disappointed. Before the Bang Bang Gang addressed the Elite and Juice and the Guns, in addition to an open challenge for a trios match. Juice and the Guns defeated the Iron Savages. Roosh yells at Jose, the assistant, the BAJ, the buff-ass Jose, over the phone backstage and demands the whole faction meet in Mexico. Why? Because, I don't know, just fucking Mexico. After a whole bunch of drinking, Preston and Dralistico are taken into a van by a masked man while Jose just looks on, and I'm really getting them old NXT vibes of kidnapping and nobody calling the police. Following his suspension, Ricky Starks is now managing Big Bill, and speaking of WWE and NXT, I mean, this is what they would have done with Ricky. He ends up squashing Derek Neal. Starks then begins whipping Neal with the belt after the match. Willow Nightingale looks good against Diamante. Toni Storm is interviewed in the back when she announced she and Sheree will take on Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida next week on Rampage. Powerhouse Hobbs squashes Kevin Koo after the match. Miro makes it official that he will face Hobbs at All Out, and I'm still salivating at this match. And in the main event, Darby Allin defeated Christian Cage in a non-title match, but gets his ass whooped after the match, which then plays into Dynamite, which we'll get into in a little bit later.
Yeah.
So I actually kind of really liked this collision. Like I decided I'm gonna bump it. I'm gonna spend some time and I'm gonna watch some Punk. What did I call it? The Punk door. He was the fucking the watch guard of Collision, the bodyguard. That's what I said. The bodyguard of Collision. CM Punk. Here he comes. And it was fun. Dalton Castle really needs to be on Dynamite, but then again, I'm a sucker for Dalton Castle.
Yeah, he also needs to win some matches.
Please, dude. Please. I mean, the guy was a former Ring of Honor television champion, 6-man champ. Give him up. This golden vampire from the jump looked like fucking Punk. I knew it was Punk, especially when he hit the GTS. And I'm as much as I'm excited for this All In match, I was like, didn't you guys just have a match?
Yeah, I think it would be a much bigger magnitude for this match if they hadn't already had the match on Collision. I guess that was the warm up, and everybody thought it was a great match, considering neither of them are in their prime anymore.
No,
but they still produced a great match, and it was probably Punk's best match in AEW so far.
I can agree with that.
And apart from the Dark Collar match, but
yep,
no. But yeah, they should have a great match in Wembley. It's the classic Punk and Joe feud. Goes back years. They got history, so I guess it makes sense. But I can't believe Joe, in character, obviously, fell for the Golden Vampire shtick, because it even sounds like a joke name.
Right. It does.
Surely he would have thought that. Wait a minute. Who is it really?
We're not wrestling in backyards anymore. What the fuck? Like, but hey, I mean, Joe was like, you know what? Hey, that kid's got creativity. No, the fuck you don't. Golden Vampire. Oh yeah. But good again. Good Collision. And now let's get ready for the cap. He's got to take one for the team. He's going in Raw. It must be Mondays.
Sami Zayn opened up the show on Monday as he addressed the Judgment Day, but Kevin Owens returning draws a huge pop from the home Canadian crowd in Quebec. Yeah. They challenge the Judgment Day to a tag match later on in the night. Speaking of tag matches, New Day defeated Matt Riddle and Drew McIntyre. I don't know. After the match, however, Viking Raiders attacked, and it's McIntyre who makes the save.
Yay.
After a stellar performance, Chad Gable gets a win over Gunther by countout, so no title change. But this doesn't stop Gunther from losing his shizen. Cody Rhodes cuts his backstage interview short with Byron and goes out to the stage for, the babyface pandering promo. He says he'll be watching Sami and KO versus Judgment Day very closely. In a pre-taped segment, Shinsuke Nakamura revealed what he whispered to Rollins last week was he knows about his back. And it has been revealed Rollins has had 2 fractures for the last 4 years that he's been working with that require surgery. And
that sounds brutal.
He's still working through it.
Crazy.
But obviously that's his weak spot.
Yeah.
Rhea Ripley makes short work of Candice LeRae, but after the match, Raquel Rodriguez also made her return and will challenge Rhea at Payback. Finally, Rhea's got a pay-per-view match.
About fucking time. And a good one at that.
Yeah, PLE. After a Miz TV segment running down LA Knight, in which he randomly brought out Akira Tozawa to just yell, yeah. Akira Tozawa then got booted in the face. That leads to an impromptu match, which The Miz lost, thanks to a distraction from LA Knight. And after the match, LA Knight just drops him with the blunt force trauma.
Yep. Good fucking shit.
Becky Lynch and Trish Stratus go face-to-face ahead of their cage match, their climatic cage match at Payback. But it'll be Becky versus Zoe in a Falls Count Anywhere match next week. I feel like it's just rerun after rerun in this feud. And from what I've seen online, most people are bored of it, which I never really wanted to say about this feud, because I grew up loving Trish. Now as an adult, I'm loving Becky. But this feud just hasn't hit the right bell.
There's a lot of people that fell off the Becky train, that's for sure.
I mean, I'm no less of a fan of both of them, but this feud has just been drawn out way too long.
It's one of those ones you don't mind forgetting.
Yeah. It has so much potential and it just hasn't lived up to it. I mean, you can blame some of it on Trish actually breaking her nose, but it's also been shit booking.
This is the facts.
And also leave them off SummerSlam. But anyway, in a non-title match, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defeated Katana Chance and Kaden Carter after some team bonding. And unsurprisingly, the tag team main event ends in a DQ and becomes a six-man tag as Cody and Dominic are added to the match. Cody, KO, and Sammy get the win as Dominic falls victim to both tag team champions' finishers.
Yeah, Dom gets
Poor
it.
Dom.
Oh, well, he's over as shit. Who cares?
You know what? He is. No matter how much people want to boo him or deny it, Dominic has finally found his footing.
Yep, and
He's
not,
also dominating NXT.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like he's on two brands, just kicking ass. Just this fucking kid, the kid that we used to talk shit about, and now look at him.
I do think though the booing him out of the building has become us playing along. Like, yeah, we booed him genuinely originally, but now it's just good fun to drown out whatever he wants to say with boos.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure when they boo, they turn up the volume.
I'm sure they do. I'm positive they do. But it's still good shit.
Yeah. And also it means Dominic doesn't have to write or read a written promo.
And you know what? That's best for everybody. For
Yeah.
fucking everybody.
And
Jesus.
that's not because his promo skills suck. It's because everybody hates a written promo.
Well, not only that, how am I supposed to translate somebody else's words?
Exactly.
Like, come on. Like, I may talk in a different way than you think.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
if you want written promos, fine, but let them write their own goddamn promos.
guide me and write this hoe out or something. But come on, don't write them for me. This isn't kindergarten.
What was it Punk said? You can never know what's in my head. If come sit with me, we'll talk about it. Don't hand me somebody else's words.
I think, I was about to say, I was like, didn't Punk say the same exact thing? Like, let's work this out together. You're a writer, cool. Let's work this together, bruv. Don't just hand me a script and say, handle it, partner.
But that's the way WWE do things, and that is all Raw.
Now, let's get into it. Let's get into some fun. This is what All for One is all about. It is time for the television championship match. We are back. It's where it started. It's the captain. It's the man they call DC, Daniel Crimmins, going at it one more time.
Third time.
So, what do you want to talk about? We can talk about the war between shoot promos and cinematic matches, but I've been doing that for this whole reign as TV champion. We can talk about how I took your TV title, so you and Moses took the tag team titles from me and Phoenix. We can talk about you burying Mike Larkin at promo series and then becoming his co-host. The truth is, we have too much to talk about. See, Dan, you are a complex character. Your entrance graphic is all superhero reference because your initials are DC. It's a play on words. But in reality, you're not the hero. You are a supervillain. But I mean that as a compliment. Because you've transitioned from the best babyface in the business in your first ever promo to now being an absolute cutthroat. You pull no punches. You take no prisoners. You go right for the jugular with no remorse. You are the epitome of a supervillain. But you did it so smoothly that it's gone unnoticed by most people because they've been focused on beating Moses or beating a Walker or surviving the Demoness, when the whole time, the person we all really needed to be aware of was you. Now, let's talk about how you and I became nemesis to each other. But first of all, let's define that word, shall we? Do you know what nemesis means? A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent. In this case, me. So as we all know, this began at Promomania, when I was the very late replacement for the Demoness to challenge you for the TV championship. Why did I win? It wasn't because the judges ruled in my favor. It was because you gave up. Now, I don't think for 1 second that you gave up because you knew you couldn't beat me. You gave up because it wasn't the match you wanted. You wanted the Demoness. But here's the part I don't understand. You have a problem with cinematic matches, but you chose a match with the Demoness, easily the biggest gimmick in the history of match wrestling. Someone who made a name for herself with cinematic flair, with little demons and casting spells and resurrection and ripping tongues out. She's done it all. And not only did you choose to face her, but you cashed in your Iron Bank contract. Not for a title shot, but to book yourself against her in the main event. A year in advance. But you weren't happy with just that. You made it for the TV title after you won it. You made it judges' rules and she said no. Just like the Bloodline storyline, you jumped the shark. So as we know, when you cut that promo, I gave you what you wanted. TV rules. No cinematic bullshit. No voting system. No politics. Now I have thanked you for making me introduce those rules because it forced me to become a different kind of promo guy. And not only has my style changed, but I have shaped it and molded it against the best of the best. Teddy P, Mike Larkin, Moses Marquez. Think of yourself in this situation as Dave Meltzer, and I'm Cody Rhodes. They couldn't sell out a 10,000 seat arena. I couldn't adapt to shoot promos. You know what? I'll take that bet. I rose to the challenge and I thrived. So this is us coming full circle. But despite the fact that I just said you were the supervillain in this story, this is not where you get your redemption, admit you were wrong, and win back the championship with honor and grace. Because as much as this has been a story of hero and villain, it's also been a story of master and learner. And now, as we close this chapter, I'm Darth Vader, you're Obi-Wan, and all that's left for me to do is slice right through you. We don't have 10 minutes for long-winded promos. You go 3 minutes more than me, you lose. You go even a second less than me, you lose. You have to find that perfect sweet spot. And that's the beauty of TV rules. It's not just about firing shots. It's about sizing up your opponent. Well, Darren, you have been weighed, you have been measured, and you have been found wanting. Now, I estimate you're going to have a lot to say. But I'm going to give you a chance to get it all out because I'm going pretty long myself, so you could say I'm going all in. But remember the name of this event, because I've been doing this for Moses, for Travis, for Cypher, for Phoenix, for Chad, and for anyone else that found a home in the Max Wrestling cinematic universe. This is me proving a point that just because our guns are props doesn't mean we can't shoot when we have to. All for one, one for all.
3. Dazzy, we've been doing this about again and again and again. What more is there to say? You know, I have done everything that I have set out to do with promos. Everything. Whether it be titles, competitions, I've done it all. There is nothing more for me to do. Hell, I've been the TV champion, and you know what? Quite frankly, I don't want it anymore. I don't want, but you know what? You needed me. You needed the last gunslinger. You needed the last outlaw. You needed the last person who could cut a good shoe promo. You needed somebody, and whether you need it and know it or not, you need someone who is not afraid to tell you when something fucking sucks. You need somebody that is not going to just agree with you, give you a blank statement, and kiss your fucking ass. You need somebody who is not afraid to tell you, hey, this isn't good. This sucks. That is me. To borrow a phrase from a very polarizing figure, I'm not a sycophantic douchebag yes man. I am not somebody who is going to just say, oh, hey, this is good. This is great. This is groundbreaking. This is riveting. No. That is not how you get better. That is not how you put out a superior product and you grow your views. You don't need to do the cinematic fucking bullshit. You don't need to do it. It's dumb. It is played out. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. I have tuned out. And I bet your listeners and your viewers have probably turned out too. They probably think, God, this shit again? Really? They're doing this? No, not gonna do it. I refuse to play by those fucking rules. I refuse to play that game. You know what that makes me think of? A new idea. Here's my idea. You want the TV title? Fucking keep it. I don't want it. Don't need it. It's yours. Have at it. What I want is the world title. I want my opportunity that I've never had. So here's what we're going to do. I'm issuing a challenge to the winner, be it Mo, be it Corey, to a 3 stages of hell competition. Stage number 1, traditional promo battle fought under original TV rules. 5 minutes, closest to 5 wins without going over. Stage number 2, promo done. Now stage 2 is going to be none other than trivia. And finally, should it be needed, stage number 3, the first of its kind, I am talking about a live promo battle. Rules to be announced later. Those are the rules. Those are the options. Give me what I want.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is why I love the television division. Let me tell you. The captain's results. 6 minutes, 45 seconds. The challenger DC comes in. 3 minutes, 37 seconds, and still Max Wrestling Television Champion, the captain, Dazzy Lee, keeps it going. Goodness gracious, shots are fired either to this fucking division. Is going to give me a heart attack one of these days. I swear to Jesus.
I honestly didn't expect to walk away with the title, so now I got no idea what to do next. Like, I walked into this match expecting DC to beat me, so thanks for the trilogy.
I'm at a point where I'm gonna recommend something, and we'll talk about it after the fact. But for everybody that watches this, for the regulars that watch it, and for the newcomers that are coming in, play with this idea for a bit. And this is where the chops truly come in. You want a shot at the television title? You got to cut your promo live here on Max.
Well, that plays into DC's challenge just there. I mean, I guess you're the current reigning world champion, so What do you say? He wants next. Basically, whoever wins between you and Cypher at promo series, DC wants next in a 3-stage match, which would be TV rules, knowledge, and then live promo.
I like
But we don't know
this.
what the rules would be yet, so
This is true.
that's very unique.
This is true because again, we do offer different style promo. We do the shoot game, which is our television rules, and we can't always go the crazy cinematic route for those who like movie style shit. So, you know what, dude? I mean, DC is a competitor, and I have had no issue going against him in the past, and I will continue to have zero issue going against him in the future. We are TSK. We are in this together. But hey, if I come out on top, I'll gladly run with that idea. 3 stages, DC, me and him, let's fucking rock and roll. And if not me, and it's Cypher, I'm still intrigued. I love the idea. Love it.
Changing the game once again. Live back and forth promos have never been done. We thought we were going to get it once at Promo Mania with the Kingpin, but that turned out to be something completely different.
You're telling me. You're telling me that one still lives in infamy. Oh yeah!
The sun'll come out tomorrow. Better bet your dollar that tomorrow, come what may, tomorrow, I'll beat ya tomorrow, and I'm gonna take your title away. Moses Marquez, Papi, you said you wasn't ready yet. Well, you better be getting ready, SA, because if you ain't ready to lay it all on the line, then that title is as good as mine. Holla if you hear me. Now, Teddy was smart not to get involved, because Teddy knows I'm going to run through you like an animal, baby. Moses Marquez, do you not understand what you have done? You done woke up something that even you can't handle. You done wrote a check so big that your ass can't even cash it. And I'm coming for the NDO. You seen what happened to your boy Chris. Imagine what I'm going to do to you. Have a good night, Moses. Oh, yeah. And somebody really needs to check on SpongeBob. I went by McDonald's and I ain't seen him in a while. I hope he's okay. They need him to flip some Krabby Patties.
Welcome back to the Cap and Mo Show. Once again, drop us a like, a sub, a follow, do it all, and go to matchwrestlingnet.weebly.com to learn more.
Damn tootin'. Still to come, Geek and MVP of the Week, Extra Time, and an all-new This Week in Wrestling History.
Yeah, but first, let's predict All In. That's what we're here for.
There's a lot, too.
Yeah, we got 11 matches. That includes the buy-in.
Yeah.
Well, 0
that only
hour.
was one buy-in match. Only one. Fuck
yeah.
Me.
Fuck, this is UK time, so it's not going to be stupid o'clock when it finishes.
Not only that, it's 9 a.m. for us over here in the West Coast. So, hey, what a way to start the day than a fucking 4+ hour pay-per-view. I swear to God, it's going to be 4+ hours. Motherfuckers gonna be eating lunch before this bitch is over.
And knowing what the traffic is like in London, you could be stuck in a traffic jam for this entire show.
Oh no, bud.
Okay. Obviously, let's kick it off with the 0 hour buy-in match. It is, of course, Aussie Open defending the tag team titles, the Ring of Honor tag team titles against MJF and Adam Cole, baby. It's a tricky one to predict because obviously we got MJF versus Adam Cole later for the world title, and we don't quite know who's going to turn on who, if they're actually going to win the tag team titles, or if one of them's going to blame the other for losing, which I think is more likely. But I would rather they didn't have a falling out in this tag match and we go all the way to the main event, and they think everything's hunky dory, and then all of a sudden there's a turn. But
Yeah. I don't know. That's I would love that one. I would love it. They win it and they're still best friends. Oh my god, we won the tag titles and and then they have like this whole like inner turmoil battle in the ring where they can't figure out who's gonna end up turning. But then again, I love Aussie Open. And they're starting to get over like a son of a bitch. They're being used a lot. And I personally also think that there needs to be an added spark. Something needs to set off MJO and MJF and Adam Cole. I literally tried to say them at the same time. MJ and Cole. I had to do it. But it's like because every time and you could see it in the interviews from Dynamite from when Renee was doing them. It was 1 minute MJF was like, and he can admit it, like, he helps me stop becoming. He's helped me stopping, who I was. He's helping me rethink things, and I think differently, and blah 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 blah. And then even Adam Cole got upset, like, no, I don't want to watch this shit anymore. Like, I can have another friend. There's issues, what I mean, and he's very defensive.
Yeah.
And something has to pop, and I think it's going to be Adam Cole. I really do think it's going to be Adam Cole because I'm telling this fucking babyface MJF. I know it wasn't going to last forever, but if it can last forever, I'll fucking say please and thank you all the time. I swear to God. Like, he's just the fucking man right now. And then on top of that, I don't know any other baby faces that are going to be able to beat MJF. You know what I mean?
Nah.
We don't have one right now. So it's like, if we can make MJF turn, or if we can have a very successful, the fucking nastiest heel in the business to the fucking one of the biggest faces there is, first off, that's a win for everybody. And then two, that sets up countless new people. So if MJF's run you thought was over, nah. So I like that. Give me MJF retaining, but it's Adam Cole that turns. And he turns during this match. Actually, no, pause. I'm sorry. Aussie Open to retain. And Adam Cole turns on this match.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give my theory on who's going to turn on who when we get to the main event, but I got to agree. I think it wouldn't make sense for MJF and Adam Cole to win the tag team titles and then split in the main event. So Aussie Open to retain too.
Yeah, it makes too much sense.
Plus, I mean, I don't know if it was intentionally subtle, but on Dynamite last night, MJF just like kicked one of the tag belts away, like he doesn't really care about it.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. I did not notice that, and that was right after the end of the end of it. Well, then again, I was also more like, I was worried. Are they going to turn now? You know what I mean? That was more my focus. But okay, subtle shit. I like subtle shit.
You know what? The thing we can say wholeheartedly about AEW is they don't pull the trigger at the wrong time. They don't pull it too early. They don't push it too late. It's always just the right time.
Right when we start to think it's too late, bang.
Yeah, like we just talked about Trish and Becky, and now WWE have stretched it out, and now it's at the point where people don't really care about it anymore.
Thin crust pizza.
Yeah, but we got perfect timing with MJF and Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, on to the main show. Despite the arrest during the week, Cash Wheeler will be in Wembley.
Oh my God.
It was a very small bail price, right? So
$2,500. That motherfucker had that
nothing.
shit in his pocket. Okay, so real fast, for those who don't know, Cash Wheeler, I forget his actual real first name.
Dan something.
Yeah, I think Dan or whatever. Dan Wheeler or whatever. Anyway, there was a road rage incident where they swear to God he pulled a gun on him. And literally, this is the fucking people in the court. Oh, he has no prior record, and no this and no that. And they finished with, it was a road rage incident. So the judge is like, of course, fucking yeah, he totally probably pulled a fucking gun on you. And so, of course, they ordered to make sure that any guns he does have be turned in. And he absolutely, complete compliance, the whole everything. Fucking learn how to drive, people, for fuck's sake. Poor guy almost lost his whole fucking career because somebody's butt hurt. Because what? He cut you off for the donut line? I mean, I don't fucking know.
The funny thing, he got arrested on a road rage incident, and now he's going to London.
Right?
Oy.
Where road rage is the fucking norm. Oh, man. Oh, well, make sure he's fucking, somebody's got him a fucking taxi.
Road rage should be part of the test in the UK.
I was gonna say they're fucking late. Man.
But yeah, it was also reported pretty early on that he wasn't asked to surrender his passport, so we knew he was going to make the trip.
Yeah.
And obviously he was on Dynamite last night, so everything's fine. And this happened in July, I think they said.
Yeah, it happened.
And he's only just been arrested for it.
Well, no, he turned himself in.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Because he wanted to ensure he didn't have visa issues.
I mean, smart thinking, really.
No, it's fucking brilliant, but that also helps his case because you pull the gun on somebody and you're gonna turn yourself in. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, but I didn't shoot the guy.
But I didn't shoot the guy. Oh goodness gracious! $2,500 ticket.
I like to think it was similar to the Dean Ambrose scene in that, what was it, 12 rounds free, where the guy was being a dick and he just flashed his badge and Cash just flashed his gun.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't think anything's gonna happen to Cash. He ain't gonna, go to prison or anything.
No.
So we can't. There's no real reason to take that into consideration for the outcome of this match.
I was gonna say, not unless he ends up in the wrong pub, but that's probably gonna be after the show.
Oh, Yankee boy.
Hey, oh fuck! I can see it now. Jeez.
Actually, I think FTR are gonna blend in very well to the London pubs.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! What do you mean they're fitting beautifully? Beautifully. Teach them a couple songs. They'll be like family by the end of the night.
Dax even looks like your typical London gangster. He's got the handlebar mustache, the bald head.
He really does. Oh goodness gracious! I love this. So I think we were stalling because the reality is this fucking hard as shit to pick.
I mean, not really. Before this whole arrest thing came out, I would have said FTR all day because there's no reason to drop the titles back to the Bucks. And considering like nothing's going to come of this case, I still think FTR retain.
I don't see any reason for them to lose, but it's the fucking Young Bucks, and I hate saying it like that because it's like, and I have to. There's motherfuckers ready with a record button right now. It's like when the Outsiders had a tag match. You know what I mean? I still, and I hate that I get those vibes. I hate that I do. But when I think of the Young Bucks as just a tag team, I think there's a more than a 65% chance they're going to win. You know what I mean? They have an above average a chance to win. But then it's FTR. They just signed new contracts, and they just got crowned AEW champs not too long ago. And they're super fucking over. But then again, what the fuck are the Young Bucks doing? You know what I mean? Yeah. What are they really doing? They're doing shit. And guess what? When they're not doing a fucking thing, they normally hand them the tag belts. Like that was their second reign. You guys aren't doing shit. Kenny's busy, or Kenny's hurt, and fucking Hangman's busy. Here you go. And it was because it was a smart booking decision. It was the right thing to do, or whatever. The Young Bucks are hot. Like I get it. And that's why I'm my pick is FTR. So I'm going to leave it at that because if I don't say it now, I will fucking flip it. I swear to God, I will. My pick's FTR. But if by some weird way the Bucks pull it off, in no way am I surprised. In
No,
no
I
way.
mean, I guess it could go either way, but also I'm basing it a little bit on the sit down interview we saw on Dynamite last night, where the Bucks were like, we're going to go down as the greatest tag team in history, and you're going to go down as the guys we named on a podcast, on a YouTube show.
There you go.
But like FTR win this match, and instead they're going to go down as a team that beat the Young Bucks in Wembley.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking shit.
I can also I'm not sure if this match card that we're looking at is the order it's going to be. I mean, it looks pretty convincing to be in that order, but I can imagine this going on after the 6-man tag. So in this one, the Bang Bang Gang interfered and cost the Bucks a match somehow.
I could absolutely see that. I could absolutely see some interference from somebody or some kind of fuckery or a double pin or something. I can see something happening to push it.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll do it again next week at All Out. You know what I mean?
I mean, preferably, I'd like to see a clean match and a clean finish. To prove who's the best tag team out of the two of them, because this is the rubber match. No WWE guys, that's not a match type like Brock and Cody had. It's the decided match is what it means. But yeah, FTR, no matter what, they got my pick.
Yep.
So let's keep up with the order that we're seeing right now. Hikaru Shida defending the women's world title in the Fatal 4-Way against Toni Storm, Saraya, and Britt Baker. Yeah, it may be predictable, but I can definitely see Saraya, and that causing obviously friction between her and Toni, if not a turn during the match. Because Toni's playing this great new gimmick where she's just like an unhinged Cruella DeVille,
yes, dude,
crazy lady. She's literally in the middle of a breakdown.
Not only that, the hair. It's the hair. It's got to be there. But yeah, no, it's God. I want to be, and I'm gonna say it again. These fucking motherfuckers recorded. We're going to record this whole episode. I promise you. It's Britt Baker time. You know what I mean? It's Britt Baker time. It really is. It really fucking is. But
anywhere else.
Exactly. It's fucking Wembley, bro. She came out of fucking retirement after 12 years. I think it was 12 or 15.
Oh, she was. Well, this is her first match in the UK in like 7 or 8 years. So
okay, so no,
I think it was 4 years she was out of action.
Okay. I'm over here super exaggerating then. So okay, so
she debuted about 12 years ago.
There you
WWE.
go. It's fucking Wembley. It's her home. It's her home country. I hate saying it like that because it's like, we say hometown and it's like home country, bro. That's a big ass motherfucking area. You know what I'm saying? So it's her home. And in all God's honest reality, you can give that motherfucker away next week. You can give it right back to Britt next week. You can give it right to Toni next week. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It is about the pop in that building. Now, if they want to fucking, hold on to it and let it sizzle and maybe she loses it on a Dynamite or whatever, that's fine. But what I don't want and what I can't have is her Brock Lesnar-ing it. But I can't have it. I can't put it in any other better words, bro. I really can't. I tried. That's the best way I could do it. I can't have it. If she can't compete in 30 days and defend it, then she can't win it. Then she can't win it for the pop. I'm sorry. Then she can't win it for the pop. But if you can't make a fucking story out of her winning it and then losing like in a week, I don't know what to tell you. I'm telling you that's something you could do. And then you could turn around and you can build a long-term story between her and Toni or her and Britt. Like, oh, dude, you fucked me out of this title, so I'm going to fuck you out of this defense next week. Now what's up? So I'm going Saraya, even though the AEW mark in me is screaming Britt Baker. And I say it like that because, again, I'm trying to feed the e-drums.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Britt needs it right now.
Agreed.
Saraya winning would definitely be like breaking point for Toni. I know Shida's only just won it back, but it's her second reign, so I don't think it's going to hurt to lose it. And like we said, it's Saraya's home country. It is only like 3 hours away between Norwich and London, so you can say it's her home.
Sure.
But yeah, 80,000+ people, that pop for Saraya winning will be huge.
Gigantic. Be like the fucking end of an FA Cup or something.
All right, up next, coffin match. Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve and Christian Cage now because AR Fox got fired from the Mogul Embassy last night.
Goddamn fucking Prince Nana, fucking jackass. I did chuckle a whole lot when they fired him, and I was just like, did he get hurt? What happened? Like, what's the matter? What happened? Why are you firing him? What happened? And it's
it is kind of strange. Like, they waited till, what are we, 4 days before All In to change the match.
Yeah, but I think there's a reason. This is very New Japan-like booking. So the real story that we want to hear or we really want is Sting versus Swerve. That's what we really, really want in a one-on-one. But we know good goddamn well we can't have Sting in a one-on-one. They won't allow it. Okay, well, maybe one day. They won't allow it right now, though. And then to continue to build Darby and regaining the TNT title, because I'm pretty sure that's exactly where we're going, it's going to be him and Christian again. You know what I mean? He'll probably end up beating Chris. He'll probably be the one to win. They'll probably end up winning. It'll probably be Sting and Darby win. You know what I mean? That'll set up fucking him and Luchasaurus at All Out the following week for the TNT title. Darby Allin wins the TNT championship. I think that makes him 3-time champ.
Yeah. Is Darby a 2-time champ?
Is it already? It's got to be 3 already, right? Or is it 2?
Yeah, I think Darby is a 2-time champ.
Check right now.
But ain't it crazy how, like, this is the most relevant the TNT title has been since...
Oh, he is 2-time.
Since Miro won it, I guess?
Yeah. That sucks.
Like, we love Wardlow, but he didn't do shit with the title.
Nope.
They really squandered all 3 of his reigns.
Well, they fucked him up. They fucked him up. You cannot. They gave him the Goldberg treatment without the Goldberg attention. They gave him the first 2 weeks of Goldberg and then said fuck it. And it's like no. They went months with the Goldberg run originally. Months. They made up fucking numbers forever. And then he started winning belts. And you guys fucked that. And then you thought, oh, well, cool, he's still the TNT champ. Let him squash people. You can't have your champion squashing nerds that don't matter. That makes no sense. And they fucked him up. They did absolutely jack off nothing with fucking Hobbs. And that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Super disappointing. So, yeah, I know we're totally skipping over the coffin match right now, but yeah, it's
relevant.
It's got to get off of Luchasaurus, but at the same time, I got to get Sting in a fucking singles match. That's another thing we got to get. I got to get it.
Cody said he was supposed to face Sting.
Oh, my God. Fucking Cody, you fuck. Why'd you leave?
We could have had Sting versus Cody Rhodes. Damn.
Dude.
But, you know, as far as the TNT title goes, I think obviously what makes it so relevant right now is the fun little shtick that who's the real TNT champion. Right. Luchasaurus is officially the TNT champion, but Christian Cage is the one carrying it around, and he's the one that claims to be the TNT champion. It's just fun.
It's hilarious. And then the funny thing is the giant Luchasaurus does nothing.
He don't give a shit.
He don't give a shit. It's like, all right, whatever.
I don't have to carry it. Right.
I don't have to carry it. That's probably his real excuse.
Yeah. See, but adding Christian to this match instead of Fox is a curveball because now I don't know who to pick. Like before, I would have said Darby and Sting, easy.
Yeah, I mean, oh God, I see your point. I do. But then again, you brought out Joker Sting, okay? And all you're doing is you're adding Christian Cage, who a guy that just lost, but a week ago, to Darby Allin in a non-title match. So, I mean, you beat him twice. Now you got to get Lucha. So, I mean, I'm literally just setting this up to automatic. And that's what I think we had talked about this last week. There's going to be a lot of the runoff from this show that's literally going to feed the card of All Out. And I think that that's the number one match you can get out of this, because we're not going to get Sting versus Swerve in a single. If we're not going to get that, then at least give me Darby versus Luchasaurus. Beat Christian again and move on.
I get the feeling there's going to be a lot of babyface fan service in this event, so we got to have the heels win a couple of matches. So I think I'm going to go with Swerve and Christian.
Oh, shit. I like it. I do. Fuck, I like it too much. Yeah, no, I got to stick with the faces, but I mean, hell, if Swerve and Christian pull it off, I mean, not only does that set up better for the fucking title match, but it sets up for fucking Sting to do something again. It sets up for it just sets up a lot, actually. You can run with it in 1,000 different directions.
Yeah, I mean, on the other hand, there's always Nick Wayne. He could always run down and attack Christian.
AR Fox can, try to prove his loyalty, some kind of shit. There's a lot. There's a lot.
I'm going to stick with my guns, though. But yeah, I mean, Christian was a vicious motherfucker last night.
No, he's not a vicious motherfucker. He just loves telling people your dad's dead. Like, you're a fucking asshole.
As soon as he mentioned Nick Wayne's dad last night, you could feel the entire crowd going, "Oh shit!"
He's gonna say his dad.
He's gonna go there again.
I've said this before. Like, I'm not the world's biggest Christian fan, but I love when he does this. It's just the fucking. It's like it's cringy bad, but it's fucking like it's the best heat. It's the best heat.
And it's the fact that he just says it with such passion. He's committed to dropping that vicious line.
He's so committed to making you just want to cry. Like, you're a fucking dickhead. Oh,
but then, like, backstage, he's got to be like the nicest guy to Nick.
Oh, I'm sure he is. He's like, all right, well, come on, kid, let me teach you some stuff and this and that. I'm sure he sees a lot of himself in him, kind of thing, or whatever. And that's why I think it was fucking God, who was in the ring when he was cutting him? Darby walks up to him and was like, dude, he's just gonna rip you apart. Just let it go. Just let it go.
Don't give him the satisfaction, Nick.
Yep, don't give him the satisfaction. Oh man.
All right, moving on to the 6-man tag. We got the Golden Elite, Kota Ibushi, Kenny Omega, and Hangman Adam Page versus Konosuke Takeshita and the Bang Bang Gangs, Juice and Jay White. Oof.
Hey.
Damn. That's this is a New Japan match.
I was gonna say this is New Japan all day long. Fucking hell. But that's where the problem lies now. It's like, are we really letting Juice and Jay lose? Are we really letting them lose? And it's like, no, but it's like, fuck. But yeah.
But you got Kota.
That's the thing. That's, I think, the trumper. If Kota wasn't in this match, maybe I'd lean a little more towards the heels. Maybe a little bit more. But we're talking about Kota Ibushi. Now, I don't think Don Callis is going to make him turn or anything like that, so I think that's out of the fucking question. But
can you imagine, no?
I mean, if you really wanted to make fucking Don Callis the most hated manager in the world, he already is. You'd literally be throwing fucking dynamite into a burning fire. And I think that's kind of bad fucking ass. I really do. But then again, like, how could you do that? How would you spin that? You know what I mean? Like, this is Kenny or Kota came in just for Kenny kind of. I don't know. It's that now has my whole fucking brain stirring. But no, I'm gonna stick with the Golden Elite.
Yeah.
Kota, like I said, Kota's the trump card. If you added any other jerk off member of the fucking Elite in there, again, like I said, it's fucking the heels all day long. But it's once you got the Kota, the trump card Kota, we're in the game.
Yeah, this just seems like a clean cookie cut. Golden Elite, New Japan guys versus New Japan guys.
And it's gonna bang.
And it's gonna bang like a motherfucker. It's gonna bang like a Cash Wheeler drive-by.
Oh no! Oh no! No!
All right.
Oh no!
We're getting Stadium Stampede 3, the UK version.
Gigantic fucking.
We obviously saw some changes to this match last night. Originally, it was supposed to be 3 mystery tag partners for the Blackpool Combat Club. That turned into 2, with Santana and Ortiz making their return last night, and immediately just turning their backs on Eddie Kingston, which you could see the moment Eddie Kingston's heart broke into a million pieces again.
Yeah, I know. It was like, God damn. And then poor Eddie gets hit, and he's just like, why? On the ground. And I'm like, I fucking love Eddie.
The great thing was the F-bomb with Renee backstage, because for sometimes for a split second, you forget that Renee's married to Mox, and Mox and Eddie are feuding, and then she has to interview Eddie, and he's just like, get that fucking mic out of my face.
Mm-hmm.
You see what your husband just did?
This is all his fault.
And she's like, I'm not trying to cause shit.
He's like, what do you want me to do? You want me to fix it? I don't know what you want me to do. Don't yell at me. Poor
I'm
fucking
just doing my
Renee,
job.
dude. Renee's fucking busting her ass for this goddamn company.
So to even the sides, Phoenix got injured. Well, he got his ass beat last night. So now it's 5-on-5. Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy, and the Best Friends versus Penta. Oh, sorry, and Penta versus Blackpool Combat Club, Santana and Ortiz.
So there are visa issues. That fucking Phoenix is not really hurt. Not really hurt.
There was bound to be some visa issues.
He's got visa issues. Okay, I'm about to say, yeah, no, it happens every fucking pay-per-view. I swear to God. But it is what it is. So yeah, they cut it down to 5-on-5, which is cool. Whatever.
I mean, it makes sense because I don't know who the third guy would have been.
Seriously. My whole brain was doing this, and I'm like, I can't think of anybody. They would have had to like bring in like Minoru Suzuki or something. I swear to God. And you know what? Maybe that would have been bad fucking ass.
Honestly, though, like, I don't think anybody expected Santana and Ortiz because they've been gone for so long.
Seriously. I mean, Santana's been gone for over a year.
Yeah.
Thought they were done at this point with this company, but I guess not.
No, it's nice to see him back, and now they're heels again. Hopefully we'll see him finally win some tag team gold somewhere down the line. But either way, I have no idea who to call for this one. You got Eddie. Eddie's always looking for revenge on somebody.
Yeah, he's got beef with everybody for some goddamn reason.
Obviously, Penta's going to be looking for revenge now. Orange Cassidy's been on a roll for months. Best Friends, did they win the parking lot match?
No.
They lost. Okay, so they're looking for revenge. Plus, you only got the Combat Club at like 75% strength because we ain't got Brian.
Yep, that's a huge piece.
Have they just brought Santana and Ortiz back to lose? I don't think so. So I'm gonna go with heels.
Same. I'm gonna go with the BCC, just because it's all those other guys have momentum right now, and Santana and Ortiz just got back, and I feel like it's more necessary for them to come out, with a dub.
And I'm guessing Eddie's now going to start some kind of storyline with Santana and Ortiz because obviously they just stabbed him in the back.
Fine with me.
And we need to know why.
Why you do it?
All right. Another one for the Don Callis family. I can't fucking wait for this. So, some people are downplaying this match, but I can't fucking wait for it. Will Ospreay versus Chris Jericho.
Downplaying is an understatement. There's people on the internet absolute bitching, saying that TK's desperate and all this other shit. It's like, this match has been built for 2 years. This was supposed to be one of the matches that we happened literally right after the pandemic ended, but it didn't. But then again, you guys are the fucking dick writers. You swear to fucking God that this is TK just, I got to get 5-star ratings from Uncle Dave. No, he has an opportunity to complete a story that happened in Japan. I'm going to run with it.
But I'm like I've also seen people downplaying the quality of the match. Like, it's not going to be that good. You got Will Ospreay, who's definitely in the conversation for best wrestler in the world right now. And
shit, of the last fucking 5 years.
Jericho's been consistent in AEW. Like, he hasn't had many shit matches.
He hasn't had many shit pay-per-view matches. That's for goddamn sure.
He's had some great pay-per-view matches. He's had some decent weekly matches. He made a great feud out of fucking mimosa.
Out of a fucking drink, maybe.
Jericho's been great in AEW, and you know what? He's not in his prime anymore, but he can still put on a banger.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Did you really? Come on, dude. It's fucking Chris Jericho here we're talking about. And then on top of that, like we've always said, it's Will Ospreay. Will Ospreay is willing to literally break his own neck to make you look good. And he just might. Oh yeah, bruv. I was like, God damn, maybe I've been saying bruv too much. He said so bruv so many goddamn times.
They tried to what Will Ospreay last night, but because he's so good on the mic and he drops so many bruvs, they just ended up cheering for him.
Yep, he's the fucking man.
He's just in a league of his own right now, and he also dropped some hints last night. His contract is up in 6 months in New Japan. If he goes permanently to AEW, he's gonna tear shit up.
Oh my goodness gracious, he's a dude like, and I hate saying it that Jay White wasn't. Jay White is awesome, and on Jay White's being floundered personally. Jay White's being but then again, there's a good 30% of a roster, and that is literally an entire other episode of a weekend run on for an hour. I promise you.
Yeah.
But Will Ospreay is a dude you come in that you bring in and you crown world champ. He is a Moxley. He is a Moxley. That motherfucker shows up, the next fucking match he has, world title. Like that is an Ospreay.
He's had a few matches in AEW, like guest appearances. Like if he goes full time, you're gonna get like mainstream eyes on.
Jesus.
Mainstream fans don't know what they're missing.
Will Ospreay got super ultra famous because of his Ricochet match, however many moons ago that was, where all they did was flipping around and blah 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 blah. Here's the fun thing, or here's the fun difference between Ricochet and Will Ospreay. Ricochet didn't evolve. Will Ospreay has, in more ways than one. He's gotten bigger. Somehow he's gotten faster. He's somehow gotten more athletic. He's been an excellent storyteller in the ring. He's excellent on the promo. Like, I don't know what he can't do right now. He can't score 30 goals a game in the fucking Premier League. That's about it. That's the only thing he can't do.
He really is the human highlight reel hit. Like, Will Ospreay can make moves look like they were produced by CGI in real life.
In real fucking life, dude. This guy will have you fucking on your fucking hands or have you on your feet begging for him to stop hurting himself, and the next minute you want to punch him in the dick. I'm not even kidding. He's fucking great. He's fucking great. And the tagline of he's going to be the only man in a 2-month span to beat Kenny Omega, Kazuchika Okada, and Chris Jericho. I'm eating it all up. I'm eating it all up.
And he obviously he's the heel in this scenario, and he's got that typical cocky London boy look that you want to punch in the face, but you don't want to because you know he'll kick the shit out of you.
Yep.
But you still like him because he's so cool.
He's the man, but you still want to kick him in the dick. He's that friend that you keep around and you keep telling my friend, like, one of these days I'm going to get rid of him, I swear to God. Yeah. But you never do.
As much as Jericho, it would make sense for Jericho to get the payback on Callis and everything. I don't think he's winning this one.
Oh, he's got a fucking consolation prize. Fozzy gets to fucking do their song at Wembley.
I'm guessing they're performing him to the ring, but
that's my guess too. And the fucking internet took that and fucking, it's ridiculous. And I'm like, how many motherfucking WWE people have had a fucking live music entrance? Shut the fuck up. Like,
let me tell you, there's a lot of fans of Fozzy in the UK that aren't even wrestling fans. I've been to 2 of their concerts right here. They came to Little Wrexham before we were even famous.
Oh, badass. And
the second time they brought fucking Drowning Pool with them.
Oh, there you go. That's an opening.
Wembley is gonna love singing Judas. Don't worry about it.
It's gonna be loud.
Man. Okay, man. We still
Sunday
got 4 matches
hurry
left.
up.
Yeah. I might be on 3rd or 4th pint by then.
Hey, I'll
Okay.
catch up at 9 in the morning. Well, I think I'm golfing.
80,000 drunk Wembley fans singing Judas.
There we go. Get it right, baby.
You know what? Maybe this time next week we're going to hear Judas chanted in football games because of All In.
I would not be surprised. Not even a little bit. The way these motherfuckers sing, bro, and trust me, like I was dogging on lower divisions. I thought the fucking Premier League sings a lot. No, dude, these motherfuckers, like, again, the 5 game we were just talking about, the Wrexham game, from top to bottom, I swear they didn't stop singing.
Yeah,
they stopped
don't
just
stop
long
singing.
enough to go, oh shit.
Football is 90 minutes of whistles and singing.
It's fucking glorious. It's glorious.
But I can see it now. Like somebody regains possession, and all you hear is "Run away."
That would be great. Oh, that would be great.
Okay, match number 8 out of 11. For the real World Championship, CM Punk, Samoa Joe, Part 5.
Well, Punk got his win back, right?
He did, yeah, but why would he drop the title? Well, the title. Like, surely the whole point of him having the real world title is to drop it to the actual world champion, whether it be MJF or Adam Cole.
Yeah. Or they can be that asshole and carry that thing around and use it like the World Heavyweight Championship kind of bullshit, which is
The Collision World title.
Right? I could definitely feel like them doing that.
Something tells me this should be like winner take all, because Joe's also TV champion.
Yep. That would be awesome, by the way. I've always thought about that. Just give me fucking, the winner take all kind of match kind of shit.
Maybe they'll change it on Collision. We still got Collision the night before All In.
Hey, change up the card. I like the game. I'm with you. The real world champion should lose to whoever the actual world champion is. Get rid of the belt. But I'm going to live in fantasy land for a minute and just say that they're going to keep this thing for a while. Who else is going to make a fucking title more relevant than Samoa Joe right now? Like, come on, dude. Like, he made the fucking TNT title re-relevant after the fucking Wardlow Hobbs debacle. He has currently made the Ring of Honor television title like a must-see championship.
Oh, he's defending it all the time.
And it's fucking awesome.
Apart from Orange Cassidy, Joe is probably the most defendingest champion right now.
So imagine him with the real world championship then. Mm-hmm. And I mean, he's been putting guys on the map more so. Now they're not just in the television division. Now they're up here wrestling the bigger dogs, the bigger names. And we know Joe can still go. But again, that's fantasy land. And I don't think Tony lives in too much fantasy land. I think he does live in a little bit of land of reality. So because of that, I have to stick with Punk. But if he ever wants to go to Fantasyland, now's your time to start your real world championship, your world heavyweight champ, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Your secondary belt.
So yeah, something just in the back of the head's going, Punk can't drop the title yet.
No, not yet.
Unless it's to the actual champion, but.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, I mean, this is the 5th match. Joe beat him once. They've drawn twice. Punk's won once. So technically, this is the decider.
Yeah, this is a rubber.
So yeah, I'm going to stick with Punk. I don't even know when the last time Punk wrestled in the UK was. It was probably the Survivor Series tour 2013. Because he didn't make the Mania tour.
No.
He was gone by then. So wow, that's 10 years since Punk's wrestled in the UK.
Wonder the reaction.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the opinion's going to be on Punk in London. I hope it's warm. Right. Because how often are we going to get CM Punk in the UK?
Very good question. Probably not that often.
And like I said, it's been 10 years since he's been in the UK, so I hope he gets a nice reception.
Right, that would be nice. We'll see.
All right. Speaking of nice receptions, Daddy Ass made his return last night. But unfortunately for the House of Black, he ain't Daddy Ass anymore. He's bringing back Badass Billy Gunn.
Okay. I don't hate it. But it kind of also tells me where we're going. So I mean it's cool, you know what I mean? It looks like this is gonna be Billy's last match, and hell, what better match to go out on than one in the middle of fucking Wembley? You know what I'm saying? In the biggest pay-per-view in the pro wrestling industry. Fuck it. There's no reason to take these belts off of the House of Black. Not a single one. Not a single one. I would love if Daddy Ass was still Daddy Ass. Okay, yeah. Psh, you know, give it to the Acclaimed. But it's badass Billy Gunn. And badass Billy Gunn is likely on his way of being just a manager or a retirement. You know what I mean? So you keep him on the House of Black.
I'm really torn because it would be such a feel good moment for Billy to obviously make his return, and then him and the Acclaimed finally win the trios titles. But at the same time, House of Black are killing it with the trios titles.
Mm-hmm.
And Billy said it's one last time, which says he doesn't plan on wrestling again after this.
Nope. It sucks, but yeah, kind of all signs pointing to the end.
But also, what did Malachi say to Billy to make him walk away? I
No
wouldn't be
idea.
surprised by a heel turn, which would just be fucking heartbreaking.
It would be. It would absolutely be heartbreaking. Billy Gunn turning on his own quote unquote kids. Yeah, no, it would be. But then again, we have seen Malachi Black turn even the brightest of hardest of peoples and Julia Hart, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? So if he can flip her, he can flip anybody.
I'm literally on the fence.
It's a tough one.
You know what? Fuck it. You've gone House of Black, so I'll go the other way.
Okay.
Let's go Billy and the Acclaimed.
About it. Like I said, hey, if it means that Daddy Ass comes back, then I'm all for it. I don't want to see Billy Gunn forever.
And again, they can drop him the following week at All Out.
That's fine.
Plus, they can name their own stipulation, right? Because it's House of Black rules.
Mm-hmm. That's right. They can establish their own stip and everything.
All right. Well, obviously that's a
Right.
wild card. Okay.
No.
This next match I forgot was even happening until I saw the lineup. Jack Perry versus Hook rematch for the FTW title.
Yeah, what happened to him fucking retiring this goddamn thing?
Yeah, it's supposed to be on Collision, right? So I'm guessing Hook's gonna stop that from happening.
Sure. That's what
But
it sounds like.
I thought the whole thing was he was gonna keep facing ECW veterans before he faced Hook again. Like RVD was supposed to be like the first of many, is what I believed.
Yeah. And we got one guy. And I think it's gonna remain the same. I think it's gonna remain one guy. And then he'll drop it to Hook right here. And Hook will hand it to his dad and retire. And it'll be one of those son dad moments in the middle of Wembley. And there it is. You know what I mean? I don't like.
Yeah.
There's nothing. This is like something that could have been on the fucking pre-show. And I know that's shit to say it like that because we don't give a fuck. And I know I don't give a fuck, and I'm pretty sure you don't give a fuck. But the reality is like they're trying to make a story out of it. So it's like the only story I can see is the only person that can retire that is Hook. You give it back to your dad, and your dad retires it, or that's your way of retiring it, or whatever. Otherwise, leave it on Jack and just let him defend it. But it looks like it's going away, which is fine. You know, we don't need it.
No, I want no disrespect to the FTW title, but I want to see Hook with a real title.
Yep. International, baby.
Oh yeah. Okay. Main events: MJF, Adam Cole for the world title. I'm with you. I think Adam Cole's going to be the one to turn. And what really convinced me is Roderick Strong.
Yeah.
It feels like this whole master plan that they're all playing a part to get one over on MJF. Plus, you've brought in the Kingdom. Adam Cole was part of the Kingdom. In fact, I think he started the Kingdom with Taven and Bennett.
Maybe. Definitely some Ring of Honor history for somebody.
So, from the beginning of this feud, it would have been too obvious for MJF to turn, and now it would be an absolute master stroke for Adam Cole to have been playing him all along. When we thought MJF was playing Adam Cole,
right? And that's why I'm literally thinking that this is the best thing now. Now you've officially made it Adam Cole's the ultimate heel. And I could see him, joining up with Roddy and the Kingdom. It's disgusting. I hate the Kingdom. But then again, it makes sense. You know what I mean? You align yourself with numbers, blah, 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 blah. But my whole thing is I feel like MJF would be the champion to have more going on. Like I said, you flip this, he turns face. Then you have the biggest face in the company as your world champion, sets up numerous championship matches. Give it to Cole, and the only thing you're going to get back is another MJF versus Adam Cole.
yeah, but I mean, it'd probably only be a week away.
That's true.
But MJF has always been the biggest heel on the planet. So how do you turn him face? By getting sympathy from Adam Cole, breaking up this beautiful bromance that everybody has fallen in love with.
You bugger. You're my favorite bromance story ever.
In fact, I think this is the only way to turn MJF face.
Yeah. Really, I don't see any other way. You've helped him see himself in a different light, and then you're going to take it away. And he's not going to want that. So, yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel bad that MJF might lose the world title on literally the biggest show, but it makes sense for the story.
Yeah.
Alternatively, MJF could win, Adam Cole could turn after the match, and then we get the rematch at All Out.
I could see that. I also just had an awesome, cool little thought in my mind. If they do push it and Adam Cole, like I said, Adam Cole wins and MJF can turn around and win it back the following week and All Out, he's going to need backup. And if you really want to make two fucking face stars in one night, you bring back Wardlow. Side him with MJF again. This time, make him likable. I mean, hell, you loved, hated them as a fucking heel team. Imagine them as a face team. You know what I mean?
That is very left field.
Very.
I mean, so I'm going with yeah. Did I say? Yeah, I'm going with Cole, but I'm not 100% certain on who wins, but I'm dead certain on Adam Cole turning heel one way or another.
Absolute same.
Either way, Sunday is going to be huge.
Huge.
No matter what the crybabies want to tell you. It is literally, this isn't an opinion, it's a fact, the highest earning gate in history.
It's not made up numbers, not inflated by WWE board members or whatever. This is news coming directly from Wembley's ticket box office. Stop fucking throwing shade.
Cry more.
Love it.
You cry, we'll enjoy the show on Sunday.
Heard that with a pint or two.
That is All In, and obviously we're not done with predictions. We'll be back next week for All Out. Now, strap in as we take a look at this past week in wrestling history.
Ow.
August 18th, 2013, Daniel Bryan not only won the big one when he won the WWE Championship at SummerSlam, but he beat John Cena clean to do it. However, his celebration was cut short when special referee Triple H hit him with a pedigree before Randy Orton cashed in his Money in the Bank to steal the title, setting up Bryan's 7-month journey to WrestleMania 30 and the Yes Movement. August 19th, 3 SummerSlams.
In 2001, The Rock took huge points for Team WWF in the Invasion when he defeated Booker T for the WCW World Championship. We also saw Undertaker and Kane defeat DDP and Kanyon in a cage match with both the WCW and WWE Tag Team Championships on the line. Brock Lesnar defeated Triple H in a no-holds-barred match in 2012, and in 2018, Roman Reigns defeated Brock Lesnar for the Universal Championship, Ronda Rousey defeated Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship, and of course, Charlotte defeated Becky Lynch and Carmella for the SmackDown Women's Championship. However, after the match, Becky had enough of this shit and let loose on Charlotte, a pivotal moment in her evolution as the man. August 20th, 2017, another SummerSlam featured plenty of title changes. Neville defeated Akira Tozawa for the Cruiserweight Championship. The Usos defeated New Day for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Sasha Banks defeated Alexa Bliss for the Raw Women's Championship. And the Shields, Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins defeated The Bar for the Raw Tag Team Championships. August 21st, another 3 SummerSlams. In 2005, Hulk Hogan defeated Shawn Michaels after Michaels infamously and hilariously oversold all of Hogan's moves. In 2016, the first ever Universal Champion was crowned as Finn Balor defeated Seth Rollins. However, he surrendered the championship the next night on Raw due to suffering his shoulder injury during the match. Brock Lesnar also defeated Randy Orton by ref stoppage due to a violent assault where Orton was infamously cut open by Lesnar's elbows. And in 2021, Roman Reigns added another big name to his belt as he defended the Universal Championship against John Cena. And we're going to leave it there because that's already a lot of history for 1 week, and we do have a lot to get through tonight at All For One. And that is all your history this week. Lots of SummerSlam.
Lots of SummerSlam. And thank you all for joining us for All For One. Our next special event comes November 23rd, the 8th annual Promo Series. We present to you Promo Series 8, Chaos Theory. As is this tradition, the knowledge title will be on the line and a winner stays on Gauntlet. Can DC go the distance?
Ultimate test. His time has arrived. Cypher will go one-on-one with El Jefe for the Max World Championship. Can Cypher reach the pinnacle of Max Wrestling, or will Moses prove that MDO is the only way?
Only one way to get there. That's climb that mountain, big dog. And earlier, we announced that the Blind Tag Team title tournament shall begin next week. Who will challenge DC and me for the Max Wrestling Tag Team Championships?
Ooh. We'll also announce the group EVP and MVP for November, which reminds me we're going to have to announce that this week for August because we didn't do it at Promo Slam because it was early August. But anyway, we'll also be predicting this year's Survivor Series. Go to maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com/promo series 8 for more information.
Do it!
We'll announce the group MVP in just a moment. But first, speaking of Cypher versus Moses, here is a special look at Cypher's journey since joining the MDO to the main event Promo Series. This is Corey's story.
Ever since I signed, things have been looking pretty good for me. Like, I've been out here living my best life. They showed me another way, a stronger way.
When Corey betrayed the jury and formed the MDO with Travis and Moses, obviously it hurt. But I get it. Whether they've been allies or enemies, Corey and Travis have always had this special bond.
Corey, I was the one that brought you into Max Wrestling. You're still Uncle Corey to my kids.
He didn't betray the jury because he got some kind of better deal or because he had some kind of beef with any of us. He did it for Travis.
I've been busting my ass for years trying to get gold, and I still haven't gotten gold yet.
I think the turning point was Moses bringing in Teddy. That's when Corey realized that Moses wasn't about the MDO. Moses was about Moses and how he could acquire the world championship for himself.
Yeah, I got you.
Am I coming in clear, Corey?
I understand, Jefe. Sorry, Travis.
Don't get me wrong, I considered talking to you to recruiting him. But look at what happened at the Rumble. He cost me the world title. If he never interfered, I would still be champion right now.
It's not about Teddy. Reality is Corey, you lost the television title. And I could not capture the Knowledge Championship. If it was all left to Trav, and he, like the rest of us, could not succeed. And he lost the world title.
I joined the MDO to be built into world champion material. I won't. No. I need to be world champion. But I don't think I can bring myself to betray Jefe just to be world champion.
I'm boss, remember? Yo soy el jefe, the leader of the MDO. You work for me. Remember this. Do I make myself clear for the last time?
You know what, Jefe? You're making my decision for me.
Teddy P attacked Phoenix and cost Walker the world title on Moses' orders. Chris Reed attacked Cypher on Moses' orders.
I'm coming after Chris, and then I'm going after El Jefe.
I love Cypher. I have love for Cypher. But he's got more love for that guy that went away. And I love him for going away. But that's not what the MDO is about. The MDO is about the boys right here, right now.
He's already proven twice that he can't be trusted. I mean, he used you to screw Trav. He used Chris to screw me over.
Cypher, you're an MDO OG. Like, what are you doing?
He's not my El Jefe anymore.
You weren't strong enough for the MDO. But I am, so I took your place.
Took my place? Kid, you don't even know your own place yet. El Jefe is poisoning you. Like he poisoned me, like he poisoned the Walker. MDO is just for his own self-gain.
But now you got a real problem. You did this. This is your doing. And now, it's game over.
You didn't just stab me in the back at TakeOver. You woke me up.
This is Corey's moment.
I hate to tell you, buddy, but it's night-night time on your title reign.
The reality of the matter is I am your world champion.
I want to see you in promo series.
Yeah, you already know who this is, and if you don't know who this is, then you've been living under a rock. I am too good, and y'all are not blessed enough to see the face of greatness. You know, ever since 2016, my promo series Max Wrestling debut, it's become a staple within me throughout my tenure with Max Wrestling. And I've had some memorable bouts of promo series. Back in 2019, I flushed Travis the Walker Anderson's dreams of becoming promo champion down the toilet. In 2020, I had a pop culture battle of epic proportions with Brittany Savage, where I poured water, cold water, all on my head, and I got sick from it because I wanted to entertain the people, and well, because I'm an idiot, but that's not the point, I digress. And then last year at Promo Series, I took on that big chin cottage cheese ass son of a bitch, Daniel Crimmins. And word on the street is he's still cutting that promo because he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. The last time I was on Max Wrestling, I took on Dazzy Dangerously, the Captain Dazzy Lee, for the Max Wrestling Television Championship at Fight for the Knowledge 2. And what I learned from that bout is, ever since I was 10 years old, all I wanted to do was perform. Which is why this year at Promo Series, I am issuing an open challenge to anyone who I've ever faced in the past, or someone who I've never faced. And hell, we have a new crop of talent on this Max Wrestling roster. Mind you, all these chumps suck, and well, they could use the Mike Larkin rub, but that's besides the point. I want to perform. I want to entertain, and I want to do what I've been doing ever since I was 10 years old. Wanting the chance to perform, wanting the chance to entertain, and wanting to do me. Me. Mike Larkin. The podcast machine. And as always, it's my pleasure. But more importantly, it's your honor. I'm going to be a promo series. The question is, who's going to be there to meet me? I will see you all very soon.
right, so first up, let's do this one first because it should come as no surprise. Your group MVP is, of course, still Travis Anderson, with 81 posts and 20 comments. So he's back in double figures, so there's a chance.
There's a easy chance. Come on, people, catch up now.
However, we do have a new EVP. So the first EVP was Daniel Crimmins. He has dropped down to 7th place. So above DC is Mike Larkin. Hello. Nice to see you back in the top 10. The Phoenix.
Okay.
Cookie, Michael Cook. And in 3rd place, MDO's newest acquisition, Chris Reed. However, your new group EVP with 12 posts and 7 comments for the last 28 days is the lawyer, Chad Malcolm.
Oh, my Lord. Good
Way
for
to
you,
go.
Chad. As y'all can see, it is not that hard to get up on that leaderboard. Get in there, get commented, get posted, beat out that lawyer, beat out that guy that walks.
Yeah. Once again, the next MVP and EVPs will be announced at promo series. So as soon as you hit November, start posting and commenting more than you normally would. And then you get 28 days to claim the prize.
Damn right. Go claim that prize now for some stuff that we may have missed. This is extra time.
Ding, ding, ding. The only thing really we can think of this week is we glossed over Edge on SmackDown. Obviously, it was his last match against Sheamus. Rumors adrift he is going to AEW, which is the normal response these days when somebody leaves WWE. But apparently, AEW is technically the reason he even went back to WWE, because they heard that AEW was offering him a big deal, and WWE said, "Hey, okay, we'll clear you. Just come home.
It's come on home." Which doesn't, it actually sounds like something that WWE would do, full blown. Now my question, from what I had read, apparently is he had told them, "Hey, this is what I need to stay."
Yeah.
And they're like, "Nope." And so he's like, "Okay." And so now literally everybody's saying that he'll more than likely show up in AEW. I don't hate the idea of him showing up in AEW. I don't need more fucking E guys to do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my only thing. Depending on what he's gonna do, if he's gonna fill an actual role, I don't mind. But if you're just gonna be there to cash a check, and I'm not saying it's not because you don't love this business. That's not what I'm driving at. But if you're not gonna do anything more than the other average E guy, I don't really need you here. I need somebody to do so. You want to be a coach? You want to be a promoter? I mean, not a promoter, a producer? Fuck yeah, dude. Bring Edge in. Fuck yeah, bring Edge in. You want to be a manager or something cool? Fucking do that. You know what I mean? You want to help fucking Darby Allin beat fucking Christian? Hey, this is how you beat him. You hit him in the balls. What? Whatever. I don't know. Something. If you can make sense of it, fine.
Yeah.
But for the sake of bringing him in, no.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of things there that would probably be appealing. I mean, obviously he's fucking like that with Christian.
Like that.
Did he ever really feud with Punk? I get the feeling they just kind of crossed paths.
I want to say that one.
Because they were both feuding with Taker at one point, and then one cashed in after the other one attacked and stuff like that. But I don't think I don't recall ever seeing a long feud between Punk and Edge, or even a match between Punk and Edge. So that'd be interesting. I know it's two old WWE guys, but it's different.
Right.
Sure,
I mean, it's different in a way.
Yeah, there's a lot of young talent there that obviously Edge has never worked with before. Edge and MJF.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, we have dream matches aplenty.
Yeah.
But are dream matches enough to garner somebody to come in? You know what I mean? It's what more can you offer? I don't really think we're going to get a giant viewership rating jump off of Edge.
I mean, not if we didn't get one off Punk.
Hey, you're telling the truth.
But it is also a legendary name freshly out of WWE. Like Punk was gone 7 years. This is Edge literally just leaving WWE again. And he's been pretty. I mean, I know he's been gone, come back, but he has been pretty relevant whenever he's been there. Whenever he's returned from his injuries or whatever. So we'll see what happens. I think it's a foregone conclusion at this point that he's going to AEW. Tony is probably salivating with his checkbook right now.
Well, yeah, he's got to figure out how to write it. You know what I mean? Like I said, he's not signing anybody for his goddamn team, so you got to fucking might as well sign some wrestlers.
Yeah, so not a lot else happened. It's all been about All In this week, naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So let's waste no more time and go to find out this week's Geek of the Week.
Jesus Christ, man.
Pencil neck geek, grit-eating freak, scum-sucking peahead with a lousy physique. He's a one-man, no-cut, losing streak. Nothing but a pencil neck geek. Pencil neck geek.
And I'm gonna get some shit because people have told me, well, you do this only when you don't have nobody. No, this is the fucking truth. This week's Geek of the Week is a plethora of motherfuckers, and I do mean you goddamn riding dick suckers, whatever the fuck you want to call them this week. The super die-hard hardcores are out like nobody's business right now. They are going to combat you with every fucking show that there's ever been, and this is the biggest this, and this is the showdown in North Korea was bigger. That was mandatory. That was a mandatory. They held people at fucking gunpoint. It was 90-something thousand. Like what the fuck?
I think it was like 140, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, and combined over the 2 days.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? But like it was like that was fucking. They were held at fucking gunpoint, and they're like, oh, well, they did a show in Texas that was 90-something. Like that doesn't fit even 90-something thousand with staff and like how. You're telling me there's 10,000 staff members? You're telling me there's 10,000 staff members? 10,000 staff? Like, hear me when I'm saying this, baby. 10,000 staff members. No, you're obviously high, but like the fact that they're taking it personally. They're the ones that own the E now. And my record. No. Most of you motherfuckers weren't alive when that record was set. Mm-hmm. And now you guys are willing to fucking die for it? Come on. The overall Wembley number was shit. Them fucking shitting all over it. The overall emphasis on Fozzy playing at Wembley being stupid is another one that chaps my ass. Again, considering the fact of how many fucking live entrances WWE has held, not only for fucking WWE's, pay-per-views or PLEs or what have you, but remember NXT as well. So it's, you know what I mean? Like, dude, pot kettle, how you doing? You guys this week deserve this lovely honor. And I swear to God, something needs to change. There was a lovely post that I saw. And it was, what is better, AEW or WWE? And I wrote wrestling. Wrestling is better. Thanks to this competition, wrestling overall, the storylines on both companies, better. The performance in ring from both companies, better. The fucking direction they're going, better. Thanks to competition, wrestling is better.
Yeah, and don't tell me any of the shit about AEW's had no effect on WrestleMania finally maybe coming to London, because it obviously fucking did.
They are forcing their hand to bid. You cannot tell me John Cena's showing up for nothing. To show up and say, oh, yeah, well, you guys want to go to London? Like, the political fucking views behind that are redunculous.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen people saying, if WWE wanted to go to Wembley, they would. No, they tried. Wembley wouldn't bid for it. That's why they went to Cardiff. That's literally why Clash at the Castle happened, because Wembley wouldn't bid for it.
Well, yeah. Why should we have to bid? I hate that's the thing that fucking kills me. It's like, why? Tell me you want to come to this show and let's work out a fucking deal. Like, hey, bro, we really want to do a show in London, bitch, and let's work it out. Come on in, bruv. Want a cuppa? You know, hook them up. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bruv.
I mean, that's pretty much one thing is time. The other thing is this is pretty much why we haven't done shit Mark say this week, because that's basically all we've seen this week. And it came out that WrestleMania 40 tickets are already through the roof, which is great.
Hey, good for them. Seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it was bound to. Number one, it's the 40th fucking WrestleMania. It's gonna be huge. And when the fuck was the last time it was in Philly? I don't think it's been in.
Lord.
I think 98 was the last time it was in Philly.
Yeah, Mania. I was gonna say, I was like, I don't even remember the last. I think the last time they were there was that Rumble. That fucking Rock got booed out of.
Yeah, but yeah, WrestleMania 14 was the last one. No, wait. 14 was in Boston. 15, when Austin won the title, that was the last time it was in Philadelphia.
Oh my God. That's just ridiculous.
And even then, that was a pretty small arena. They weren't doing stadiums then, so obviously this is going to be huge. But you've seen like me and Harold and other guys, you know, with the sarcasm of, yeah, but it's not the Korean record, like sarcastically, because am I doing it right?
Right, am I doing it?
What's good for the goose is good for the gander, right?
It's the truth, baby. It's the truth. Because AEW is going to do it, watch WWE try to play the Trump card. And because of that, that's going to mean an awesome fucking badass show for people not in the States. Yeah. And that means that's going to be an awesome show for us to watch, because I hate to break it to you, a lot of the fucking U.S. crowds suck.
Oh, man. I mean, people always say UK crowds are the best. You till Wembley.
Yeah, wait till you show up at Wembley.
But like Moses just said, let's just fucking enjoy wrestling. Like Bully Ray has said this week, congratulations to AEW and WWE. This is huge for wrestling. It really is.
Yes, for wrestling.
All In's huge. Mania 40's huge. Just enjoy it. Stop bitching.
Mm-hmm.
So MVP this week. I'm going to give it to Chad Gable. Great match against Gunther. Obviously showing that he has incredible amounts of talent. If Gunther wasn't IC champion, put it on Chad Gable. But Gunther's in a different league right now, and he's not going to lose it to just... No offense, Chad. He's not going to lose it to just anybody.
Yeah.
But that was a great match and a great performance from Chad.
Facts.
If or when he does break out as a singles wrestler again, he needs a good title run.
This is the truth, man. This is the truth. Chad should be the next guy to be IC champ. If that means he beats Gunther, fine. After the honky tonk record, whatever. I don't give a shit. But Chad is the man. You guys have a fucking a diamond in the rough right there, and I've been begging for him to leave to go explore and get better, but he's getting better on his fucking own.
Yeah, he's early Daniel Bryan in WWE. He's a great wrestler, but he's just had all this comedy stuff piled on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
But underneath all that comedy is a hell of a wrestler.
Hell of a wrestler.
Okay, now time for the main events. We, whatever you want to say, split personality, have crossed paths several times, but now they will decide the fate of the Phoenix. It's The Shape versus the Demoness.
Your little bird is here waiting for you. Not even the shame can save him. Send whoever you wish. The Phoenix is mine.
Fuck.
You shouldn't keep us waiting.
Where is Phoenix?
He's safe and healthy for now.
What is it you want from us?
We helped you take the Walker's voice, but he returned anyway. Why did you betray us?
The Walker's return was not our doing. We don't know how he got his voice back, but he's gone now anyway. What makes you think Dragon Club allowed him to regain his voice?
Why else the Walker wouldn't betray the MD?
That's their business. We would never have wasted your talents like that. So, will you release the Phoenix?
The Phoenix brought this on himself.
So why didn't you just face him?
I tried, but the Phoenix has been running from us ever since we challenged him.
How can he face you if you hold him captive?
We will only release the Phoenix when he is ready to face his demons.
What are you doing here?
Call me a rooster in the hen house.
I've got this.
No, what you've got is a problem. I'm here to make a deal.
We do not like deals.
Well, you're gonna like this one.
Does the captain know you've got that?
It was his idea. Oos.
What is this?
It's an ancient dragon idol. It is said to contain the blood of Owen Glyndor. This is what binds the Dragon Club together.
You take this and allow Phoenix to regain his strength. agree to face him at Summer's End. And if he doesn't show up, then you keep his soul and you keep the idol.
This would mean the end of Dragon Club. If Phoenix doesn't show up, you're mad.
I'm not mad. I'm definitely sane. Just like you. Faced with the inescapable fact that human existence is mad, random, and pointless, 1 in 8 of them crack up and go stark raving buggo. Who can blame them? In a world as fucked up as this, any other response would be crazy.
I'll allow Phoenix to wake up. I will see Phoenix at Summer End. And if he doesn't show, I will keep the idol. And Dragon Club will be at his end.
That's the deal.
We agree.
You realize you just put the fate of a Welsh faction in the hands of a demented English woman.
Fuck. Well, I guess the joke's on us.
I knew there was a reason I killed you.
Well, where would you be without me? At least with me, you know you're crazy.
Well, I guess now we know the fate of the Phoenix. We still don't know where the fuck he is, but Phoenix, you better be there at Summer's End.
Yeah, dude. Seriously, what the fuck are you doing, man?
For those of you wondering, we did Summer's End last year. It wasn't really an event. It was just more of a special episode of Max that we did. And last year, it was actually me against Phoenix. That was when I was on trial. So, hopefully we will see the resurrection of the Phoenix at Summer's End in about a month's time. It's September 21st. The Shape has worked out a deal. It will be the Demoness versus Phoenix in the Malevolent Showdown.
Ooh.
All right, thank you for joining us. I still haven't changed this fucking line. I hope we rocked you harder than Ray Phoenix got knocked out. Whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Sorry, Ray.
Sorry, Ray. My bad, dog.
But before we go anywhere, here's what Moses has for you, Pants on That Geeks, this week on the A to B Retro Rewind.
That's right. Retro Rewind's coming back. Don't trip, tater chips. It's again, it's gonna be in the works. A lot of stuff is coming, and I'm not joking on this. I've got some stuff done for Retro. We're gonna do again. This is gonna be a new revamped format. Weekly episodes. Blah 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 blah. You've all heard that part before. TSK is coming back sometime before the weekend to drop our own little quick preview of All In. And then we're going to turn around and try to do a review. Or no, we're not try. We are going to do a review of All In. So make sure to catch those. And of course, for those who have been clamoring, and I'm shocked to hear this, there are a few that have been clamoring, KTN Sports is going to go down. Yes, I understand. We're already in the third week of the Premier League. And there's a lot going on. We're all of like 8 days left in the transfer window. There's a lot happening. There's a lot I have to do on my side still to finish. And because of that, it's taken just a little bit of it. So do bear with us, but within due time, you will get an American Talking Tottenham. You will get some Bolt Rant, and you will get some other fun stuff along on the KTN Sports nonsensory right here on Max Wrestling. And the only way to make sure to when that's all coming is to hit up all the socials, to follow us on the Evil X Machine at Max Wrestling UK, at the Captain 512 and at SMR Pod Net. Make sure you check out the website, maxwrestlingnet.weebly.com, and do not forget to hit the subscribe button, follow button right here, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, the whole shebang. We're continuing to garner fucking followers on YouTube. We appreciate you. Keep bringing more. Again, share your friends, and within due time, you too can be an American talking Tottenham.
And I'm going to give you a soundbite right now, like they did in the EA Sports games. KTN Sports. It's in the game.
Love it.
With that said, join us next week for All Out predictions. We go from All In to All Out, plus the aftermath from All In, plus the blind tag team tournament begins as I team with Tiffany Dearman to take on Beer and AJ Sparks. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? You've been watching the Cap and Mo. Goodbye. And good night.
We love you, Ange Postecoglou.
And we love you, Terry Funk.
Miss you, bud.